Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of A1 Bonsai. Today we're going to be making a wood stump bonsai stand. And I've made a couple in the past, different kinds of stands. I've made this one here, and then I've also made this one here. So I want to try to make a wood stump stand. So we're actually going to be going in the backyard and cutting a piece up and seeing how it looks and stain it and yeah, go from there and see what it's all about. So let's get started. Alrighty friends, so I got a couple of stumps back here, which I don't know what kind they are. I have no idea. I know we had huge trees in my backyard and we cut them. I think they were ash trees, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So what we want to do is pick the size that we want, and we also want to know like how thick we want the piece. Either we want it skinny to be more feminine, or to be more thick and just a little bit bigger to be more manly. I know that sounds a little weird and whatever, but yeah, you got to think of all that type of stuff. And also you want the texture like inside the wood to be you want it to have a lot of like knots and rings, and you want it to look cool after you stain it. So yeah, so what we want to do is just figure out the size that we want and try to pick one with a lot of knots, or we'll do a couple different sizes, a couple different cuts, and pick from there. But right now I'm thinking of cutting this big piece right here, and you could see where it like split into two different trunks. And you see where I used to have my tree house, and I used to have a stand, so we got to be careful with that. Yeah. So we're gonna make a couple different cuts on the bottom here, and and then we'll pick a nice piece. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty guys, so I got a couple pieces here that I cut, and these little ones I cut are from an apple tree, and I think they look pretty cool. They got some cool designs in there, and what we're gonna do is get them cleaned up, and then we'll get them stained. And then also, it's so hard to try to get them even, nice and straight. The smaller ones are easier than the bigger one. That one looks cool. But look at this. Look at this nail in the center of this tree. I don't know how it got there. I have no idea. It had to have been when I built a tree house, but that was so long ago. I don't know how it got in the center. The tree was definitely not that small. when I did that. But this one looks pretty cool. It has like a nice little gradual flow down. So when it sits flat on the ground, it looks nice. So yeah, we're gonna get this little nail out of here and then get them stained up. So yeah, we're gonna get going on that. Alrighty, so I'm gonna clean up a couple of these. I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm just gonna pick the ones that I like and then get those stained. So, but I'm taking the bark off of this, and look how nice that looks. That's gonna be cool when it's dried up and it's stained. So pretty much anybody could do this if you have a saw at home, even just a regular hand saw. All this stuff I used to do, like all those other pieces, I did all that with a hand saw. So I don't think I'm going to do that one. I think I'm just going to do this one here and then the bigger one. And these ones I'll just put to the side, just in case. And if I don't use them, it doesn't really matter. Use it for firewood. I love the pattern on this apple wood. It's going to be nice with a little Shohin bonsai. So what I'm going to do is just get this sanded up here. And then we'll get going on staining. Alrighty, got everything set up. So here comes the hard part. What kind of stain should we use? American walnut or dark walnut? Let's do dark. Let's do this dark walnut. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with this this bigger piece here. So the only reason I wanted to use the dark walnut is because the other one, I've used that before. So I just wanted to see how this one is. So you want to make sure you get in all the little crevices. So this will lighten up a little bit. After it dries. So also what I got to do today is put out some fertilizer in my lawn. So I want to show you guys the progress on that as well. I want to make it nice for my son. And it's hard with a dog. You know, when that dog goes out there, it just tears everything up. Because we don't take our dog out for walks. Our whole yard is enclosed, so the only thing we gotta do is just open up the door and the dog just gets to go out and do its thing. Which is nice, you know, that's a luxury to have that. You know, but it's also nice to be able to actually take your dog out for a walk. I'm actually gonna set this to the side a little bit. I don't get nothing on it because I might do that one later, that American walnut. It's just going on here pretty dark, but it should lighten up. So this is gonna look pretty cool when it when you get to put a tree on it. So today we're going to this liquidation center, me and my dad. So I think we're going to pick up a pressure washer, and then I also want to see if they have a aerator for my lawn. Pick one of those up. Because getting your lawn aerated is good, especially if you do it a couple times a year. I used to do it for the golf course when I used to work on the golf course. I was the person that aerated, which I enjoyed doing. I never stopped when I was on that. I ran this huge Toro 650, it was massive. So it's starting to get nice out here in the Midwest in Illinois. It's supposed to drop tonight and tomorrow. So I hate that. It gets up to 60 and then it drops down to the 20s. It's freaking crazy. It drives me nuts. So with the trees are waking up, I went to the place that I go to yesterday, me and my dad. to see if I was able to get any trees, but they haven't taken them out of the greenhouses yet. So they said by the beginning of the month, so April, we'll go back in about April, first week of April. So, but I did actually sneak in one of the greenhouses yesterday, and I could have pulled one out, but I wanted to see what was in the other ones, you know. So when they open it up, pick up some nice pines, some nice Scots pine, whatever they got. I bought this awesome pot for my birthday. I'll show you guys that here as soon as I finish this top layer. Something pretty good. Let me show you guys that pot that I got. Check this thing out. Freaking awesome pot. So that's gonna look nice with a nice like literati Scots pine or something. It's gonna be awesome. So the first chance I get, I'm gonna get something in that. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with doing this right now. We'll come back as soon as I finish up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Hey guys, so as you can see with the grass here, it's not as good as it could be. I want to make it really nice for my son. So when me and him are out here playing football, you know, we have nice grass to play on. And I want to get it nice and green and thick and just as best as possible. So what I'm going to do right now is fertilize it. I have a 28-0-10, I believe, something like that. It's a weed and feed. So I'm gonna get this application on. It's the first application of the year, and I just want to take you guys along and show you guys the process of this grass. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty, so for my spreader setting, I set it at 7, and you could see how much we used. So yeah, in about a month I'll do another application, and in between these applications I'm going to be aerating it and throwing out some sand. So yeah, as soon as I get the aerator here and some sand, I'll get it filmed for you guys and show you guys that process. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so it's pretty much all dried up, and this is what they look like. So this one turned out pretty dark, and then that's why I used a little bit lighter one for this one. But they both look pretty good, and just imagine putting a little shohin on this, you know, with a nice little beautiful pot. And then this one has some pretty cool features on it. So after I put the stain on here with the polyurethane, it comes like in one jug. I had an extra like little clear coat one fast drying polyurethane, and I put an extra coat of this on just to give it that extra like shine to it, clear gloss. So yeah, these are the products that I used. So they've been drying for about like 12 hours now, a little bit more, maybe 14. So they could use a little bit more, but this is what the finished product looks like. So yeah, they turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy about it. You know, and as you do it more, you get better at it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a try, see if you guys enjoy it. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next video. All right, peace.